also according to the controversial finance bill that was rejected, State House Nairobi was supposed to be allocated 40,860,550. We have Office of Secretary to the Cabinet, which received, actually this was for year 2023 and 2024, and they received 3 million. Presidential Communication Service received a total of 7,277,000. Policy Analysis, I think this was the list, they received 81,000. We have Office of Fiscal Affairs and Budget, they were allocated 3 million. We have Office of the Women's Rights Advisor, they received 7.2 million. We also have Office of the First Lady that received 2,817,100. And you know, the Office of the First Lady has been scrapped. They are not going to receive any money. That is according to now the new budget 2024 2025. And also hospitality spend, State House 885,592,319. We have Office of the Deputy President 394 million 432,043. We have Environment Ministry. This is just according to how the ministry were allocated. Funds that amounted to 3,793,593,207. Also Office of the State House Interior Ministry, also it amounted to a total of 980,092,262.
Yes, so we've also seen that some, even yesterday's news, we saw that some ministries were greatly affected even with the budget cut that comes after the dropping of the 2024-2025 finance bill. And we saw the Ministry of Health was greatly affected, and even services such as like the cancer services, blood transfusion, these were things which were not allocated any money completely.
Yes, and this is just how the money was spent, and I've just read according to the allocation for communication equipment in State House, they spent 87,581,489. Hospitality spend in the government, they used 3,793,500 and 793,593,207. Fuel spend, they use a total of 980,092,262.
Yes, and I think that also brings us to the story on page 8 of the Standard newspaper, where there's a debt dilemma. Can Mbadi cure Kenyans' addiction to borrowing? Because we've seen that with the president's new measures to cut the budget, that leaves us to maybe it's either for the KRA to raise the money or maybe they just opt for borrowing. Yes, let me just read here. Mbadi, if approved by the National Assembly, will therefore be keenly watched on how he balances between getting enough resources to fund the government and caution Kenyans from high taxes. So this is something that he also, it's a dilemma for him. Will he go for borrowing, or maybe will he impress and raise the money through taxes?
And already Kenyans are very tired of being taxed.
Yes. So already he will be confronted with a huge task of financing government operations and programs on a stringent budget in the wake of the rejection of the Finance Bill 2024. The development left a hole of 346 billion in the 2024-2025 budget, forcing President Ruto to order austerity measures to reduce the deficit by 177 billion, with the remainder being borrowed. So we can see that the remaining of the money will be borrowed. And also remember that the government had given the KRA, the Kenya Revenue Authority, the target of raising 3.4 trillion Kenyan shillings from 2.7 trillion in 2023 to 2024 to fund its 3.9 trillion budget to reduce borrowing in line with the agreements with the International Monetary Fund, the IMF. Yes, but also in the dropping of the finance bill, we can see that such measures, and also even with the public, with the demonstrations that we've seen and the protests, the government has decided to take it slow when it comes to raising the money from the KRA, from taxes.
From taxes. So we are waiting to see how Mbadi, who has been nominated for as cabinet secretary for treasury, is going to manage if we are going to borrow more, or we are going to look for other ways so that we can raise money for our budget.
Yes, but also remember that John Mbadi, he was also the treasury, he was also in charge of the treasury when it comes to also even the ODM party, and he has also studied commerce and accounting. So we hope he has also done a Masters of Business Administration in the University of Nairobi. He worked in accounting and managerial positions in private and public sectors before joining politics. So this is somebody who has experience. We are just waiting to see and also see how he's going to work.
To another story that is making headlines on the front page of the Daily Nation this morning is about a state at last submits Raila's bid for African Union Commission top seat. You can find that story on page 12 of the Daily Nation.
Yes, we can also see that the same story is also making news on the Standard newspaper. Yes, the state also is backing Raila Odinga.
And remember, Raila Odinga was endorsed by President William Ruto in February this year. And I'll just read. Kenya yesterday formally submitted Raila Odinga's application for the top job at the African Union Commission in Addis Ababa. The application was launched by Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary Korir Sing'oei to the Office of the Legal Counsel of the African Union through the Dean of Eastern Region, Damraj Basij, who is also the ambassador of Mauritius. And I just want to quote what Mr. Sing'oei said in a statement, and I quote, under the authority of the government of Kenya and as per the statutes and rules of the African Union Commission, we have today formally submitted requisite documentations of Kenya nominee for the chairmanship of Africa Union, His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga. Also, the decision is informed by Mr. Odinga's Pan-Africanist credential, his sustainability, his suitability, his vast networks across Africa, and his proven competence to lead Africa Union, Africa's premier continental organization.
Yes. So you can find the same story on page 7 of the Standard newspaper.
Yes. And also among documents submitted in Addis was Mr. Odinga's curriculum vitae with the Office of the Legal Counsel in May, said should be submitted in 6 languages, that is in English, Arabic, French, Portuguese, Spanish, and Swahili. Also, the submission of Mr. Odinga's bid clears the air on the Ruto administration commitment to the candidature of the opposition leader after failing to beat a self-imposed June 30th deadline. Also, you should know that Mr. Odinga is facing a competition from Djibouti. We have Tanzania and others that are supposed also to submit their names.
Yes. So we can also see that like I said earlier, the story that is making news on the Standard front page is the Deputy President's page. You can find that story on page 4, where when they had a meeting. Okay, let me just read. The DP Gachagwa's troubles multiply following Nairobi night meeting. Players feel it will be easy to unseat the DP due to the new alliance between UDA and also ODM. But friends think otherwise, as he is the head of Mount Kenya. So there's also something that is also going on there. It's a bit of maybe there are two groups. Others are saying it will be easy to unseat or the Deputy President because of the UDA-ODM alliance, while others are saying that he's still the Mount Kenya kingpin. So a Saturday night meeting at the Nairobi home of a cabinet secretary nominee opened the tap of troubles ahead for Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. The attendants at the meeting resolved to raise a motion of impeachment against the Deputy President. They accused Gachagua of gross violation of the Constitution and gross misconduct. Sources who attended the meeting told the Standard yesterday. The host is from the Mount Kenya region, and the night meeting brought together 21 MPs from the Mount Kenya region. And also the leaders took issue with the Deputy President for what they deemed insubordination of his boss, President William Ruto, and undermining the presidency owing to his divisive tribal and shareholding narrative. So I think that basically that was the agenda of the meeting. They were talking about the impeachment of the Deputy President. And we can see that they were a bit divided. Can we say that this also brings division when it comes to the Mount Kenya region, where we say that the Deputy President has a large number of supporters, but we can see even the 21 MPs who attended the meeting, they were from his region, and they were raising issues about his misconduct and also unconstitutional behavior.
Yes, and it's something that we've seen in recent days, and we're still waiting to see what is going to happen, especially with Raila Odinga joining the government. Also, there has been a stipulation that maybe come 2027 we will have new alignments. For example, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua joining hands with the likes of Martha Karua and Kalonzo. But remember, 2027 is still far, so we are still waiting to see what really is going to happen. And remember about the Mount Kenya region, we've seen a disagreement. I think since the beginning of this year, and especially when Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua came out and he talked about, the 1 man, 1 shilling. I think the Matra really made division in the region, because there was some, the likes of Kimani Ichung'wah, who came out and said that they promote unity, and that shows, what Rigathi Gachagua said showed that he did not promote unity. And he also disagreed with what Rigathi Gachagua said regarding the allocation of funds, that funds should be allocated according to the population of people and not according to regions.
And I think this is something that we also need to recognize when it comes to leadership, when it comes to maybe presidency, the Deputy President. We've seen the Deputy President coming out and speaking and being vocal about his region, defending his region. So it's like maybe he's just he's insinuating maybe he's just the Deputy President of the Mount Kenya region. And the Standard newspaper, they have also they've broken down and they've put numbers here where if the MPs are likely to vote, what will be the outcome of the votes. MPs likely voting pattern in case of an impeachment. And we can see that there are a total of 349 number of members of the National Assembly. We can also see that 290 elected, 47 who are the women reps, and also we can see that 12 are nominated MPs, making it a total of 349. And likely to oppose the motion to impeach the deputy president, according to the statistics here, is 26 members of the WIPA. We can see that the DAPK 5 members and also KANU 6 members, which brings us to a total of 37 votes who are going to oppose the impeachment motion. And we can also see that likely to support the motion, the UDA party, 144 people, the PAA, 3 people, the Ford Kenya, 6 people, the MCCP, 2, TSP 2, ANC 8, DP 1, we can also see CCM 1, Jubilee 28, UDM 6, UPIA 2, NOPEU, these are parties, 1, GDDP 1, also NAPK 1, MDG 1, UPA also 1, KUP 3, ODM 86, a total of 297 going to vote in support of the motion according to the statistics.
But remember, that is just a speculation. The impeachment motion has not yet been submitted, so it's just a speculation that if maybe the impeachment happens,
or the motion is brought up, that is most likely something that is going to happen. Yes, so we are also waiting to see.
And another story making headlines on the front page of the Daily Nation is about uphill task for CS nominees amid public objections. You can find that story on page 8 of the Daily Nation. And the cabinet secretaries who have been nominated are facing rejections from the public, and not only, especially the Gen Zs. Some of the cabinet secretaries who have been nominated have had histories of corruption cases. And I'll just read. The vetting will be conducted by the National Assembly's Committee on Appointment that is chaired by Speaker Moses Wetangula. Also last week, the National Assembly asked the public to submit their memoranda regarding the nominees ahead of the vetting process. The development followed the referral of the names of the nominees to committee by Mr. Wetangula. The committee members include Gladys Bose, who's the vice chairperson. We have Dido Raso, Gitonga Murugara, David Gikaria, Ferdinand Wanyonyi, Mary Emasi, Dawood Rahim. We have Kimani Ichung'wah, Owen Baya, Robert Mbui, and Rahab Mukami. Also, we have Caleb Amisi, Stephen Mule, Junet Mohammed, Nelson Kowech, Omar Shuri, Naisula Lesuda, David Kosing, and Mishi Mboko. The committee has been holding briefings over the memoranda with another one set for today ahead of tomorrow's deadline. Also, the 14 that are supposed to be vetted are former CS re-nominated by the President, Salim Vuria Trade, Kithure Kindiki for Interior, Alice Wahome for Lands, Soipan Tuya for Defense. We have Aden Duale for Environment, Davis Chirchir, Roads and Transport, Alfred Mutua for Labor, Rebecca Miano for Tourism. We have Justice Muturi for Public Service, and Kipchumba Murkomen for Youth and Sport. Also on the list are 4 other nominees picked by Dr. Ruto. From ODM, we have Opio Wandai for Energy, Wycliffe Oparanya for Cooperatives and SMEs, John Badi for National Treasury and Economic Planning, and Hassan Joho was nominated for Mining and Blue Economy. And also there are also court petitions revolving around the legality of the appointments and track records of the nominees. Already 2 lawsuits have been filed challenging the nomination of some of the individuals and are expected to be heard today in Nairobi and Malindi High Courts. Mr. Oparanya, for instance, he's being investigated for allegedly embezzling over 1.3 billion from Kakamega during his tenure as the county governor. Also, in November last year, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission obtained orders to freeze assets worth 28.9 million belonging to Mr. Oparanya over his alleged involvement in 1.3 billion graft. Yes, and the anti-graft agency wanted Mr. Oparanya charged with abuse of office and 11 counts of conflict. Another person who is facing is Mr. Joho, is also facing challenges after 2 activists filed petitions with the vetting committee, citing cases where he is being investigated over graft-related matters. The petitions facing the former Mombasa governor, Ali Hassan Joho, are by Genesis for Human Rights Commission and People's Movement for Human Rights. The 2 petitioners want the committee to find the former governor unfit to hold public office.
Yes, we can also see that still on some part of the same story on the Standard newspaper, the story that is also on the cover page is after the CSS, Ruto asks to land on the PSS. We can see that directive that private principal secretaries will be fired if Auditor General establishes audit queries in pushing some of them to consider quitting the public sector. You can find that story on page 6 of the Standard newspaper. Why the principal secretaries are next on Ruto's chopping board. Yeah, most of them have failed to answer audit queries raised by the Auditor General, and also some argue they are untwisted as decisions are made by powerful leaders. Yes, and also we can see that some of the queries is Kenyan shilling 1.4 trillion commercial loans taken by the government without consulting the Attorney General, while 147 billion was withdrawn by the Treasury without Parliament's approval as well. So these are but some of the issues that are causing, that will also cause the PSS to be next on the chopping board list of the president.
Yeah, and remember, the religious leaders have urged the president not to appoint people who have history of corruption, and also the Gen Zs, and that is the reasons to why the Gen Zs came out in large numbers protesting and asking the president to fire all the cabinet secretaries because of allegations of misappropriation, of management of funds, also corruption. These are the main reasons to why the president fired all the cabinet secretaries. But we've seen we have reappointments and also new faces that have joined the cabinet secretary. Remember, the vetting will take place this week. And to another story that is making headlines on the front page of the Daily Nation is about terrorism. 2 times lucky for terror attacks survivor. We have Peter Mwaura narrowly escaped death in the 1998 bomb blast in Nairobi and the September 11th 2001 U.S. attack. He was in the vicinity of the places where the 2 raids took place a few minutes before they happened. You can find that story on page 3. Also, protesters found dead, others missing. Franklin Oduari went missing on July 17 during the anti-government protest in Nairobi County, only to be found dead in a toilet. You can find that story on page 2. Another news, KRA allowed D candidates into flawed job interviews. The Kenya Revenue Authority, KRA, interviewed academic failures for revenue service assistant position it filed last year in what has exposed more weaknesses in the exercise that has since been quashed by the High Court for being unconstitutional. You can find that story on the back page of the Daily Nation.
Yes, on the Standard newspaper we can see that on page 2, Senator Onyonka censors the state of a JKIA deal. Kisii Senator Richard Onyonka has called on the government to come out clean and disclose to Kenyans details of the agreement it has with the Indian company, Adani Commercial Limited, regarding leasing of the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Yes, and I think on the page 5 here, on the page 5, we can see the Government of Kenya status report paper and assurance statement on the privately initiated proposal BIP for Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, Nairobi. So we have just the whole statement here. You can read it. We have the background, the introduction, also the proposal made by the Adani Airports Holding Limited from India to the Kenyan government, and also we have the signature of the of Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, yes, who is the Prime Cabinet Secretary, and he signed it on the 29th July 2024. Yes, so remember that the president during the meeting
in Mombasa County,
he said that he has not sold the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. He said if he had sold it, then he will be a madman. He's not a madman
to sell
the JKIA. Yes, these are just the Adani Airports Holding Limited who proposed an investment with the government so that they can improve the JKIA, seeing its status,
so that it can be in a better condition.
Yes. So they proposed and they wanted to and you can even see the proposal here that they made, but time will not allow us. You can read it. Yes, and also we can see that on page 2 of the Standard newspaper, William Ruto shows president goes all out to woo Kenyans. Meet the people. The president has started a series of town halls where he engages Kenyans. He picks questions and moderates the sessions too. Can we say that President William Ruto has started now going round into counties, and also he has also started gaining confidence. The people's confidence back.
And I think this is because of him reappointing the likes of John Badi, Ali Hassan Joho, and he really spent time in Mombasa County where he was received very well, something that maybe he had not gotten the way he was received, let's say, a month ago.
Yes, so we can see that he's trying to gain fully the confidence of the people by his moves. And remember, we said that when it comes to politics, the president is a wise man.
Continue interacting with us. Our social media handles are Facebook, Faraja TV Kenya, YouTube, Faraja TV Media, TikTok, faraja.tv.media, Instagram, Faraja_TV_Kenya. Our SMS number is 0703339959. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back after the break. Keep it Faraja TV.
Faraja TV, Chemichemi ya Furaha.
Well, what is lifestyle? To me, lifestyle is the people, it's entertainment, it's food, it's beauty, it's fashion, it's music, and it's art. So how do you get to deal with these big topics that are affecting our society? Well, worry no more, because I, Sharon Gige, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m., I'll be bringing you amazing guests, and they'll be able to give us solutions on how to handle these big and disturbing topics at Faraja TV Kenya and all our social media platforms. Thank you.
Yo, welcome guys to the biggest and most exciting show in the 254, where we bring you exciting topics, great music, your favorite artists, and good times.
Join us each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Faraja Mashup. It's your boy Big Man Kuga.
And your boy Big Willie, aka the Big Kahuna.
Kwa majina ni John Muragori, ninaokuletea program ya uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu, na programu yetu ya kujia mnamo siku ya kila Jumapili saa 1:30 katika runinga yetu ya Faraja TV, Chemichemi ya Furaha. Karibu sana, karibu pamoja, tushirikiane katika uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu. Karibuni na mbarikiwe sana. God bless you. God see you.
Welcome to the greatest sporting show in the 254. That is the Sports Blast show on Faraja TV, where we'll be bringing you all the discussion and all updates according to sports and sports events.
And of course, we look forward to engaging and interacting with you on our various platforms,
which are on Faraja TV Kenya at Facebook, Faraja TV Media at YouTube, and our SMS line 0703 339959, and our various competitions and events of the sporting sphere.
Remember to catch us live each and every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 5 p.m. whereby I'll be joined by 3 great co-hosts, your boy Big Man Kuga,
and of course, Mickey Omchambulis,
and Lefty Jizitisa Mgongoni.
One final lung-busting stride for Kipchoge.
So don't miss out on Sport Buzz.
Ujambo mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu ndani ya Fahamu Siasa na Wanasiasa. Hapa tutakuwa tunaangazia masuala ya katiba, uchumi na teknolojia. Vile vile utaweza kufahamu na kujua kazi ya mjumbe wako, seneta wako, MCA wako kila siku ya Jumatatu na Alhamisi kuanzia mida ya saa 3 hadi saa 5. Ukiletewa nami Peter Mohoro. Usikose kutazama Faraja TV, Chemichemi ya Furaha.
Siku na mchana nakupa sifa, day and night Lord.
Indeed, tunakupa sifa zote ni kwako ewe Mungu. This is Nuru ya Injili Gospel Show, ambapo tutakuwa tunawaletea amazing guests, amazing artists, inspired ministers of the word.
And we shall be having interesting conversations. It shall be hot, it shall be fire, it shall be rejuvenating right here at Nuru ya Injili.
Of course, hii si ya kukosa. Kutakuwa na mixes kali, new song, new bangers, na hii mtazamaji wetu utapenda. Kutakuwa na a lot of fun yenye wewe mwenyewe huwezi miss.
I will be your host, Jack Favor.
And I, your co-host, Caroline Jerry.
Alongside DJ Tish.
Every Sunday.
From 6 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
Nuru ya Injili, only at Faraja TV.
What's happening?
It's showtime!
Oh, okay, let's go. This is
Gospel Link Up.
kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 7 kila Jumapili at Faraja TV with me, the Ramses, alongside
DJ XDs.
Alright, hii ni kosa kukosa wewe.
Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Faraja TV, chemichemi.
Hello, our dear viewers. Welcome back to Morning Updates. Today is Tuesday and we are talking matters of healthy eating, healthy diets. Remember, you can continue interacting with us on our social media handles. On Facebook, Faraja TV Kenya, YouTube Faraja TV Media, TikTok Faraja.tv.media, Instagram Faraja_TV_Kenya.
Yeah, also remember to tell us your name and where you're watching us from. And today we are talking about healthy diet. Most of the time we've spoken about being in a diet. But what is a healthy diet? We want to know what is a healthy diet. And in our Did You Know segment, a healthy diet consists of a variety of different types of food and providing adequate amounts of the nutrients necessary for good health. A healthy diet consists of a variety of different types of food and providing adequate amounts of the nutrients necessary for good health.
Yes, and also remember the saying that goes, you are what you eat, what you feed yourself, how you are what you eat. And I think a lot of diseases, even like a lot of health problems, are caused by diets, by whatever we eat, whatever we take in, and also unhealthy diets and lack of physical exercises. These are some of the things that cause a lot of health risks in the world. So a healthy diet, as Vicky has said, it also helps us to protect against malnutrition. Diseases such as, you remember, even the nutritional diseases such as kwashiorkor,
marasmus,
yes, anemia. These are but just some of the diseases that we can avoid if we take healthy diet.
And it means eating a wide variety of foods in the right proportions and consuming the right amount of food and drink to achieve and maintain a healthy body weight.
Yes, and I know our dear viewers, when we talk about healthy diets, you start thinking, maybe I should change my diet, maybe I should start embracing the healthy diet. But also remember, even healthy diets are better started at an early age, at a young age. I remember even breastfeeding mothers, they are always advised on what to eat, so that there might be more milk for the baby. And even remember the kids, even breastfeeding mothers are always advised, you are supposed to inclusively breastfeed your kid for 6 months, without giving them anything else. And I think that is where healthy diets start, while you are a kid being breastfed, because you know there are some parents who maybe because of some issues or maybe because of the situation and circumstances, they cannot be able to breastfeed their children throughout the 6 months.
Yes, and right about now we are going to tell you what a healthy diet constitutes, and you're supposed to at least eat 5 portions of a variety of fruit and vegetables every day. Also base meals on higher fiber, starchy foods like potatoes, bread, rice or pasta. We have some dairy or dairy alternatives such as soya drinks. We have you're required to eat some beans, pulses, that is fish, eggs, meat, and other proteins. Also, you're required to choose unsaturated oils and spreads and eat them in small amounts. And also, you're required to really drink plenty of fluids, that is at least 6 to 8 glasses a day.
Yes, and also remember water. Yeah, hydrating yourself. That is something that is so important. And
it's part of the healthy diet, drinking water.
Yes, you cannot have a healthy diet minus water.
Minus water.
Yeah, minus.
It's very, very important. And especially in this cold season, most of the time you'll hear people say that, you know, I don't remember the last time I drank water. And we have been required to at least take 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. And they didn't say if it's, you know, hot or if it's cold all the time. Whether it's cold, you can warm the water so that it cannot be that cold. It may suit the environment. So make sure you drink water because it's part of a healthy diet.
Yes, and also things that might be healthy in reduction or maybe in increasing them. These are things like when it comes to the intake of sugar, limited intake of free sugars to less than 10%. These are things that further make you healthier. This is part of the healthy diet, reducing the intake of sugars. And also oils, calories, foods with a lot of calories. Also reducing the intake of calories should be something that will make you healthy. Even salts.
And remember we talked about obesity, and obesity is really contributed with food like food that are very they have a lot of sugar in it. So you should regulate the amount of sugar that you consume so that you can prevent such diseases.
And also remember even when we talked about obesity, we said that obesity is something that is caused with when the energy intake or even the calories intake does not match the energy expenditure. So the more you take more calories, more when you take unhealthy diets, you are eating unhealthy, you are supposed to engage in physical exercises so that you can spend the energy that you gain and lose it.
So you're not supposed to just consume food that are they have high energy and then you just sit. You're supposed at least to go out so that the energy may be used. And also we are told about starchy foods in our diet. Starchy foods should make up just over a third of everything you eat. This means your meal should be based on these foods. Choose whole grain or whole meal varieties of starchy foods such as brown rice, whole wheat, pasta, ugali. They contain more fiber and usually more vitamins and minerals than white varieties. Also, potatoes with the skins on or a great source of fiber and vitamins. For example, when having boiled potatoes or a jacket potato, eat the skin too. So we are supposed most of the time, especially in Kenya, we peel off the skin. So we are required to eat potatoes with skin because they contain more fiber and vitamins, also in minerals.
And I think that is something that we've seen when it comes to abroad. How when it comes to outside countries, they eat the skin also. But in Kenya we peel it off. Who is going to wash all that mud out? Because we get it from the soil, we have to take the skin out completely.
Unless you buy potatoes from the supermarkets. Potatoes from the supermarkets are very clean. You think that it's a different type of potato.
So maybe you can just wash them and then cook them with the skin unpeeled. But that is something that our culture, it's part of our culture to peel the potato skin. I can't imagine eating fries with the skin, with the potato skin. I don't know how it will taste. So and also remember that a lot of diseases are also related to health. So things like even heart diseases. These are things that are related to whatever we are taking in our bodies. And we've seen that a lot of heart diseases are caused by a lot of calories, a lot of oils, a lot of fatty foods. So if you want to reduce your risk of getting a heart disease, stroke, things like strokes and cancers, especially I heard that to feed a cancer is taking in a lot of sugars. When you're taking a lot of sugars, you're feeding cancers. Yeah, this is something that also you can reduce by reducing your sugar intake.
So let's see healthy diet according to infants and young children. In the first 2 years of a child's life, optimal nutrition fosters healthy growth and improves cognitive development. It also reduces the risk of becoming overweight or obese and developing condition or diseases later in life. Advice on a healthy diet for infants and children is similar to that for adults, but the following elements are also important. Infants or babies should be breastfed exclusively during the first 6 months of life. Infants should be breastfed continuously until 2 years of age and beyond. Also, at 6 months of age, breast milk should be complemented with a variety of adequate, safe, and nutrient-dense food. Salt and sugar should not be added to complementary foods. Salt and sugars should not be added to complementary foods.
Yes, at an early age, infants are not expected to be taking in salt and sugars.
And also parents or mothers are encouraged to exclusively breastfeed children for 6 months. This means that you're not supposed to and I know especially here in Kenya, mothers start breastfeeding their children. It's a really early, let's say, 1 month.
And then they start feeding porridge.
The baby is drinking porridge. The baby is drinking milk, I don't know, from a cow. So you are supposed to exclusively breastfeed for 6 months. This baby should not consume other food apart from breast milk.
And I think it's also important that you've spoken about the infants and also young children. Let's also talk about pregnant women, because they always say whatever you're feeding yourself, that is what the baby is also feeding on. So if you're taking in a lot of fats, the baby will also be feeding the same fats. And that is why I think sometimes looking at the cravings of the pregnant women, it is always related to whatever the weight of the baby when the baby is born is always related to
whatever the mother was eating.
And I think we've even had where pregnant women have had to undergo CS because of the weight of the baby. It's like, no, your baby is too big, you cannot do normal delivery. You can't go under normal labor. You need to go under the knife.
So that it means that also the mother should be very cautious.
They should also, even if you're craving fatty things, maybe fast foods, because we've had people saying they were craving even Coca-Cola, things like
energy giving.
A lot of avocados, a lot of maybe chicken. A lot of fatty fries. So sometimes you just have to control it, or maybe you can go the healthier way. Maybe homemade fries will be better. Maybe even like reduction, or maybe trying to substitute your craving with something else will be better.
Also they should make sure that the food is balanced. Yes, if you're eating food that are rich in fat, you should make sure that you eat a lot of fruit, drink a lot of water,
and
also eat food that have protein. Eat food that has carbohydrates, because these are very important in our bodies, and they have their work that they do in our bodies. You don't just eat them. They have work.
And also I remember that you said a third of whatever is in our plate should be the starch, or maybe the carbohydrates. Sometimes here in Kenya, especially especially in Kenyan culture, the ugali must be big compared to the vegetables.
And also if there's meat or something, eggs and all that.
Yeah, so you need to know that a third of your plate should be the starch or maybe the carbohydrates, and then the rest. We want to see also the percentage of the amount of carbohydrates that you're supposed to take in, and also the vegetables.
Yes, and now I'm going to read the amount of fat that somebody is required to consume. Reducing the amount of total fat intake to less than 30% of total energy intake helps to prevent unhealthy weight gain in the adult population. Also, the risk of developing diseases is lowered. Reducing saturated fats to less than 10% of total energy intake. Also, you're supposed to reduce trans fats to less than 1%. Replacing both saturated fats and trans fats with unsaturated fats. Also, steaming or boiling instead of frying when cooking. So we are encouraged to steam and not boil. Instead of to steam and boil instead of frying. You know, you use cooking oil when frying. Also, you're supposed to replace butter, ghee with oils rich in polyunsaturated fats such as soybean, canola, corn. We have sunflower oils. Also, you are supposed to eat reduced fat dairy foods and lean meats, or trimming visible fat from meat. Also, limit the consumption of baked and fried foods and pre-packaged snacks and foods such as donuts, cakes, pies, cookies, biscuits, and wafers that contain industrially produced trans fats. So also we are supposed to limit fries and baked foods.
And I've always thought that baked things are healthy compared to fried.
You're supposed to limit the consumption.
Now
you know, we always say that too much of something is poisonous. So when you overdo things, it will create problems. And you know, there are conditions that are that you may have because of consuming a lot of this diet that you have been told not to consume.
Yes, I think it's also important as we are reading this, we are also educating ourselves. We now know what we are supposed to be taking in more and what we are supposed to be taking less. And I also think when it comes to also practically having a healthy diet, there are things that you're supposed to do, and these are the things that you've mentioned. When it comes to baked foods, you might avoid them. When it comes to maybe steaming, steaming rather than frying, should go for steaming.
Because
maybe
when we fry, we
food,
use oil. And it's very harmful to our body. So you're supposed to regulate the amount of oil, regulate the amount of fat that we consume. And also, let's talk about salt, sodium and potassium. Most people consume too much sodium through salt. And this is very common. You will have food and then the food is salty. But there are some people that will start complaining that the salt is not enough. So
I am those kind
we
of
are
people.
warned.
I always add.
To regulate the amount of salt that we consume and not enough potassium. High sodium intake and insufficient potassium intake contribute to high blood pressure, which in turn increases the risk of heart disease and stroke. Also, reducing salt intake to the recommended level of less than 5 grams per day could prevent 1.7 million deaths each year. So salt, the consumption of salt causes death. Also, people are often unaware of the amount of salt they consume. In many countries, most salt comes from processed food, such as ready meals, processed meat, such as bacon, ham, cheese, and salty snacks, or from food consumed frequently in large amounts, such as bread. Salt is also added to foods during cooking. Or at the point of consumption, you know, the table salt, which is very common. So salt intake can be reduced by limiting the amount of salt and high sodium condiments. Also, not having salt or high sodium sauces on the table, limiting the consumption of salty snacks, and choosing products with lower sodium content. content.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our dear viewers, you've heard it. Ya wale watu huitisha mkoa wa lot. A lot.
Sugar, table
Yeah.
salt.
Yeah, so we should be careful. And I also think even with the intake of salt, you're supposed to also take a lot of water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is something that also, if you take a lot of sugars, a lot of salt, and then you don't take in a lot of water, this is something that also affects your health. Yes, and also it affects the blood sugar. That is why you find a lot of people consuming a lot of sugars and a lot of salt, having a high risk of getting high blood pressure.
Yes. And also we're required to regulate the amount of sugar, limiting the consumption of foods and drinks containing high amounts of sugar, such as sugary snacks, candies, and sugar-sweetened beverages. All types of beverages containing free sugars. These include carbonated or non-carbonated soft drinks, such as soda, which is very common. Drinks, liquid and powder concentrates, flavored water, energy and sports drinks, ready to drink tea, ready to drink coffee, and flavored milk drinks, and eating fresh fruits and raw vegetables as snacks instead of sugary snacks. So we are required to eat fresh fruits and raw vegetables as snacks instead of sugary snacks.
Yes. Yes. So our dear viewers, remember you can continue interacting with us on our social media handles. On Facebook, you can catch us Faraja TV Kenya, YouTube Faraja TV Media, TikTok Faraja.tv.media, Instagram Faraja_TV_Kenya, and our SMS line is 0703 339959. Yes, with that note, we are taking a short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more.
Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Well, what is lifestyle? To me, lifestyle is the people, it's entertainment, it's food, it's beauty, it's fashion, it's music, and it's art. So how do you get to deal with these big topics that are affecting our society? Well, worry no more, because I, Sharon Gige, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m., I'll be bringing you amazing guests, and they'll be able to give us solutions on how to handle these big and disturbing topics at Faraja TV Kenya and all our social media platforms. Thank you.
Yo, welcome guys to the biggest and most exciting show in the 254, where we bring you exciting topics, great music, your favorite artists, and good times.
Join us each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Faraja Mashup. It's your boy Big Man Kyuga.
And your boy Big Willie, aka the Big Kahuna.
Kwa majina ni John Mragori, ninaokuletea program ya uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu, na programu yetu ya kujia mnamo siku ya kila Jumapili saa 1:30 katika runinga yetu ya Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Karibu sana, karibu pamoja, tushirikiane katika uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu. Karibuni na mbarikiwe sana. God bless you. God see you through.
Welcome to the greatest sporting show in the 254. That is the Sports Blast show on Faraja TV. where we'll be bringing you all the discussion and all updates according to sports and sports events.
And of course, we look forward to engaging and interacting with you on our various platforms,
which are on Faraja TV Kenya at Facebook, Faraja TV Media at YouTube, and our SMS line 0703 339959, and our various competitions and events of the sporting sphere.
Remember to catch us live each and every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 5 p.m. whereby I'll be joined by 3 great co-hosts, your boy Big Man Kyuga,
and of course, Mickey Omchambulis,
and Lefty Jizitisa Mgongoni.
One final lung-busting stride for Kipchoge.
So don't miss out on Sport Buzz.
Ujambo mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu ndani ya Fahamu Siasa na Wanasiasa. Hapa tutakuwa tunaangazia masuala ya katiba, uchumi na teknolojia. Vile vile utaweza kufahamu na kujua kazi ya mjumbe wako, seneta wako, MCA wako kila siku ya Jumatatu na Alhamisi kuanzia mida ya saa 3 hadi saa 5. Ukiletewa nami Peter Mohoro. Usikose kutazama Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Siku na mchana nakupa sifa, day and night Lord.
Indeed, tunakupa sifa zote ni kwako ewe Mungu. This is Nuru ya Injili Gospel Show, ambapo tutakuwa tunawaletea amazing guests, amazing artists, inspired ministers of the word.
And we shall be having interesting conversations. It shall be hot, it shall be fire, it shall be rejuvenating right here at Nuru ya Injili.
Of course, hii si ya kukosa. Kutakuwa na mixes kali, new song, new bangers, na hii mtazamaji wetu utapenda. Kutakuwa na a lot of fun yenye wewe mwenyewe huwezi miss.
I will be your host, Jack Favor.
And I, your co-host, Caroline Jerry. Alongside DJ Tish.
Every Sunday.
From 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Nuru ya Injili, only at Faraja TV.
What's happening?
It's showtime!
Oh, okay, let's go. This is
Gospel Link Up.
kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 7 kila Jumapili at Faraja TV with me, the Ramses, alongside
DJ XDs.
Alright, hii ni kosa kukosa wewe.
Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Viewers, thank you for joining us. Remember, you can interact with us. Our social media handles are Facebook, Faraja TV Kenya, YouTube, Faraja TV Media, TikTok, faraja.tv.media, Instagram, Faraja_TV_Kenya. Our SMS number is 0703339959. Interact with us. We want to hear from you. Also, don't forget to tell us your name and where you're watching us from. And before we went for a break, we were talking about a healthy diet. And we say that a healthy diet helps to protect against malnutrition in all its form. Also, it helps to protect our bodies from non-communicable diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and cancer, and also blood pressure. So it's very important. Healthy diet is very important. And also, when taking energy intake, you should be in a balance with energy expenditure. Don't just consume food that are rich in energy and just stay indoors. You should go out so that the energy may be used.
Yes, and also we've spoken about when it comes to fruits, fruits and vegetables, legumes, things like beans, nuts, and whole grains. These are things which are healthy meals. Oats, millets, we've seen weeds. These are things that are also advised, medically even advised. They are healthier compared to other kinds of foods. And also taking in fruits and fresh fruits and vegetables compared to snacks, sugary snacks. These are things which are also advised.
And we talked about drinking water. Drinking water is part of healthy balance. You can healthy eating. You cannot have a healthy eating if you don't drink water. Even if it's cold, hot, you're required to at least consume 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. And also, we talked about infant babies, the amount of food that they are supposed to consume. And we say that a child who is 6 months should be exclusively breastfeed. And we talked about the importance of breastfeeding. And also, infants should be breastfed continuously until 2 years of age. Also, from 6 months of age, breast milk should be complemented with a variety of adequate, safe and nutrient-dense foods such as salt and sugars.
We also say that when it comes to things like cooking, it is more healthier when you steam or even when you boil things compared to frying. These are also some of the healthier options to go when it comes to cooking.
Because we are required to regulate the amount of fat and oil that we take in our bodies.
Also we said that we should also reduce the consumption of baked and fried foods, and also pre-packaged snacks and foods, or maybe just things which are made by the industries. When you reduce their intake, it means you're also reducing the fat intake in the body.
And also we talked about regulating the amount of salt that we consume, especially the table salt, because too much of salt may cause diseases such as blood pressure.
So right now we've also talked about when it comes to sugars, consumption of sugars, things like even when it comes to soft drinks, energy drinks, sugary foods and also sugary drinks. These are things that we should also
flavored
avoid.
And also flavored milk drinks, because I've seen people who say, I don't like taking milk that is not flavored. Also, we should be cautious when consuming flavored milk drinks. Maybe once in a while, but not regularly.
Yes, even flavored water. There are people who don't drink normal water. They just always consume flavored water. Remember that this water has additives. Some things have been added onto it, and it's not naturally pure water. So these are things that we should be aware of, and we should be aware of. Remember, you can continue interacting with us on our social media handles. Our viewers, our SMS line is on the screen. You can text us, you can send us your opinions, what part of the show you like, and also you can tell us your name and where you're watching us from.
And right about now, we are going to look at ways of encouraging consumer demand for healthy foods and meals. Ways of encouraging consumer demand for healthy foods and meals. Because most of the time when we talk about healthy diet, there are people who don't have information about healthy diet. They don't know what healthy diet or what a healthy diet consists of. And that is why we've talked about that. For you to have a healthy diet, it consists of many things. You know, starch, starch and carbohydrates. You have fats and oils. You have, you know, drinking water. We have food that are very rich in proteins. Also, we've talked about vegetables. So it is a variety of many food that really consists of a healthy diet. And for us to have a healthy diet, we've said that most of the people are unaware of what a healthy diet consists of. And they should encourage or promote consumer awareness of a healthy diet. They should promote consumer awareness of a healthy diet. Really, we should have information out there of what is a healthy diet. And most of the time, especially in a developing country like here in Kenya, we always consume or eat food that are available, not, you know, food that is healthy.
Even foods that are in season.
Yes, in season. Most of the time, it's very common in our homes to have ugali. Ugali is very common. And Emma talked about ugali earlier, and she said that most of the time in our homes, ugali is very big. And then we have
some small portions of the
vegetables and maybe milk and all that. So we should have a healthy diet. Everything should be balanced, you know. The amount of ugali that you take should be the same amount of vegetables or milk that you take, so that you can have a balanced diet.
Yes, and I also think that creating awareness, because sometimes we might be deceived. Like I said earlier, I thought baked foods were healthy. That is what I've been thinking all my life until today. Today I've learned that baked foods are not healthy. Yes, and I thought that baking is better than frying. That is something that I've always thought. So,
and you know, especially these foods that you're supposed to regulate or we are not supposed to consume it often, you will realize that are very sweet, like fries. You know, we'll prefer taking fries than, you know, taking potatoes or boiled potatoes. Also about baked food like cakes and all that, they are very sweet, and they are very, how will I put it, they can be very they will just make you want to eat more and more, even if you know that they are very dangerous in our bodies. They are very tempting at all times. Yes, the sugar, they call you even if you don't want. Also, developing school policies and programs that encourage children to adapt and maintain a healthy diet. And healthy diet is being taught in schools. It is there in our curriculum. And children are encouraged to be taught about healthy diet from when they are very young, so that when they grow up, they will know what a healthy diet consists of.
And I think also embracing, when you teach a young child that they shouldn't consume sweets alone. This is something that it's a habit that they will grow up with. And like when you just allow your kid to be always having sugars, to be always having sweets, they will just grow up knowing it's okay to continue consuming sweets and everything.
And also they should be taught about the dangers of consuming these sugary or oily foods. Also encourage culinary skills, including in children through schools. And I think especially with the CBC, it has really encouraged culinary skills. And even nowadays, yes, you will hear children talking about a healthy diet, eating a balanced diet. You're not required only to eat food that have starch and vegetables and not having proteins. So already the system is working.
And I also think that even like when it comes to when you teach your child at an early age how to make their own food, this is something that is healthier, because we've seen homemade food is more healthier compared to takeouts and also like fast foods. Because if you don't know how to cook, the probability is you're going to eat from some fast food joints. You're not going to eat proper food always.
And that's why it is very important important for us to develop culinary skills at an early age, and also providing nutrition and dietary counseling at primary health care facilities. And this is very important because most of the time, you know, in our societies, we have cancer patients. We have, you know, people who are you know, pregnant women, you know, infants. And the food that they are required to take is not the same food that a normal person is required to take. Maybe they are required to take food that are rich in energy, that are rich in maybe vitamins and all that. And that is why going to a nutritionist, I know this is not common here in Africa, it is common elsewhere, and we know the reason to why it is very expensive. But nowadays we have Google. You can just Google and look at this information, but you should be very careful on the information that you're looking at. Make sure that the page is genuine. And about having a nutritionist, we've said it may be very difficult, but it will not take a thing when you just look at it online. If you're a breastfeeding woman, what amount of food you're supposed to consume? If you are pregnant, what kind of food that you're supposed to take? Also about your baby, we talked about sugars and salt, that children are not supposed to take food that have sugar and salt. That is also very important.
Yes, and I think this is something that when it comes to our health, we should take seriously, because when it comes to dieting and also health diets and also eating, remember that we said you are what you consume, you are whatever you eat, and whatever you eat is what is going to come out eventually. Yes. So if you take in a lot of sugars over the years, you will find that maybe in your later ages, you will find that maybe you are struggling and you're having diseases such as diabetes and also blood sugars. So we should embrace healthy eating. I think at an early age, even encouraging your kids that it's always better to have a vegetable and a fruit compared to a snack. This is something that, and even we've seen a lot of even YouTubers, even food vloggers and other people who cook coming up with ways to make healthier foods look exciting and also even taste exciting, because sometimes we always think healthy food is always boring. This is something that maybe it's not sweet. Boiling, steaming food might not always be sweet. Let me go for nyama choma. I feel like
and also we should promote appropriate infant and young child feeding practices through implementing the International Code of Marketing of Breast Milk Substitutes and subsequent relevant World Health Assembly resolution. Also, we should implement policies and practices to promote protection of working mothers and also promote protecting and supporting breastfeeding in health services and the community, including through the Baby Friendly Hospital initiative. And this is very common, especially here in Kenya. We don't have offices or spaces that favor breastfeeding women. And, you know, women are required to exclusively breastfeed to up to 6 months. But what about women who are working? Because most of the time they go to work after 3 months and they're required to stop breastfeeding so that they can attend to work. So I think we should have a place where women can be allowed to, you know, remove milk from their breast and later, you know, take the milk to home so that their children can have the milk.
Yes, and also I think with more technological advances and even as the world is going, we can see that other things like those ones have also come up, because we've seen where people, even mothers, breastfeeding mothers, if they are not available, they can just leave the milk and then the baby will have it later. So these are things that have also come with the way the world is going.
And the technology and everything.
Yes, and when it comes to dieting and even health diets. This is something that nobody will ever do it for you. You will have to make a decision and do it for yourself. I cannot decide to be eating healthy for my sister. This is something that can't happen.
Especially if you're an adult, you know. If you're a baby, your parents may control whatever you eat.
But if you are an adult, this is something that you have to make a decision for yourself, and you also have to know that some eating habits are bad, they are dangerous, and you have to stop them. Yes. So remember, our dear viewers, we were talking about healthy diets today, and we've given you examples of healthy diets. Remember, you can continue interacting with us on our social media handles. This is the end of the show, but we will continue tomorrow. You can catch us the same time, the same place.
From 7:30 to 9 a.m. And remember, these shows airs every day from Monday to Friday. Thank you for joining us. I've been your host, Vicky Kipto.
And I am Abonarib.
Faraja TV, Chemichemi ya Furaha.
Well, what is lifestyle? To me, lifestyle is the people, it's entertainment, it's food, it's beauty, it's fashion, it's music, and it's art. So how do you get to deal with these big topics that are affecting our society? Well, worry no more, because I, Sharon Gige, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m, I'll be bringing you amazing guests, and they'll be able to give us solutions on how to handle these big and disturbing topics at Faraja TV Kenya and all our social media platforms. Thank you.
Yo, welcome guys to the biggest and most exciting show in the 254, where we bring you exciting topics, great music, your favorite artists, and good times.
Join us each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Faraja Mashup. It's your boy Big Man Kyuga.
And your boy Big Willie, aka the Big Kahuna.
Kwa majina ni John Mragori, ninayokuletea program ya uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu, na programu yetu ya kujia mnamo siku ya kila Jumapili saa 1:30 katika runinga yetu ya Faraja TV, Chemichemi ya Furaha. Karibu sana, karibu pamoja, tushirikiane katika uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu. Karibuni na mbarikiwe sana. God bless you. God see you through.
Welcome to the greatest sporting show in the 254. That is the Sports Blast show on Faraja TV, where we'll be bringing you all the discussion and all updates according to sports and sports events.
And of course, we look forward to engaging and interacting with you on our various platforms,
which are on Faraja TV Kenya at Facebook, Faraja TV Media at YouTube, and our SMS line 0703 339959, and our various competitions and events of the sporting sphere.
Remember to catch us live each and every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 5 p.m, whereby I'll be joined by 3 great co-hosts, your boy Big Man Kyuga,
and of course, Mickey Omchambuliv,
and Lefty Jizitisa Mgongoni.
One final lung-busting stride for Kipchoge.
So don't miss out on Sport Buzz.
Ujambo mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu ndani ya Fahamu Siasa na Wanasiasa. Hapa tutakuwa tunaangazia masuala ya katiba, uchumi na teknolojia. Vile vile utaweza kufahamu na kujua kazi ya mjumbe wako, seneta wako, MCA wako kila siku ya Jumatatu na Alhamisi kuanzia mida ya saa 3 hadi saa 5. Ukiletewa nami Peter Mohoro. Usikose kutazama Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Siku na mchana nakupa sifa, day and night Lord.
Indeed, tunakupa sifa zote ni kwako Mungu. This is Nuru ya Injili Gospel Show, ambapo tutakuwa tunawaletea amazing guests, amazing artists, inspired ministers of the word.
And we shall be having interesting conversations. It shall be hot, it shall be fire, it shall be rejuvenating right here at Nuru ya Injili.
Of course, hii si ya kukosa. Kutakuwa na mixes kali, new song, new bangers, na hii mtazamaji wetu utapenda. Kutakuwa na a lot of fun yenye wewe mwenyewe huwezi miss.
I will be your host, Jack Favor.
And I, your co-host, Caroline Jerry, alongside DJ Tish.
Every Sunday
from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Nuru ya Injili, only at Faraja TV.
What's happening?
It's showtime!
Oh, okay, let's go. This is
Gospel Link Up.
kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 7 kila Jumapili at Faraja TV with me, the Ramtes, alongside
DJ XDs.
Alright, hii ni kosa kukosa wewe.
Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Well, what is lifestyle? To me, lifestyle is the people, it's entertainment, it's food, it's beauty, it's fashion, it's music, and it's art. So how do you get to deal with these big topics that are affecting our society? Well, worry no more, because I, Sharon Gige, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m, I'll be bringing you amazing guests, and they'll be able to give us solutions on how to handle these big and disturbing topics at Faraja TV Kenya and all our social media platforms. Thank you.
Yo, welcome guys to the biggest and most exciting show in the 254, where we bring you exciting topics, great music, your favorite artists, and good times.
Join us each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Faraja Mashup. It's your boy Big Man Kyuga.
And your boy Big Willie, aka the Big Kahuna.
Kwa majina ni John Mragori, ninaokuletea program ya uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu, na programu yetu ya kujia mnamo siku ya kila Jumapili saa 1:30 katika runinga yetu ya Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Karibu sana, karibu pamoja, tushirikiane katika uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu. Karibuni na mbarikiwe sana. God bless you. God see you through.
Welcome to the greatest sporting show in the 254. That is the Sports Blast show on Faraja TV, where we'll be bringing you all the discussion and all updates according to sports and sports events.
And of course, we look forward to engaging and interacting with you on our various platforms,
which are on Faraja TV Kenya at Facebook, Faraja TV Media at YouTube, and our SMS line 0703 339959, and our various competitions and events of the sporting sphere.
Remember to catch us live each and every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 5 p.m. whereby I'll be joined by 3 great co-hosts, your boy Big Man Kyuga,
and of course, Mickey Omchambuliv,
and Lefty Jizitisa Mgongoni.
One final lung-busting stride for Kipchoge.
So don't miss out on Sports Buzz.
Ujambo mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu ndani ya Fahamu Siasa na Wanasiasa. Hapa tutakuwa tunaangazia masuala ya katiba, uchumi na teknolojia. Vile vile utaweza kufahamu na kujua kazi ya mjumbe wako, seneta wako, MCA wako kila siku ya Jumatatu na Alhamisi kuanzia mida ya saa 3 hadi saa 5. Ukiletewa nami Peter Mohoro. Usikose kutazama Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Siku na mchana nakupa sifa, day and night Lord.
Indeed, tunakupa sifa zote ni kwako ewe Mungu. This is Nuru ya Injili Gospel Show, ambapo tutakuwa tunawaletea amazing guests, amazing artists, inspired ministers of the word.
And we shall be having interesting conversations. It shall be hot, it shall be fire, it shall be rejuvenating right here at Nuru ya Injili.
Of course, hii si ya kukosa. Kutakuwa na mixes kali, new song, new bangers, na hii mtazamaji wetu utapenda. Kutakuwa na a lot of fun yenye wewe mwenyewe huwezi miss.
I will be your host, Jack Favor.
And I, your co-host, Caroline Jerry, alongside DJ Tish.
Every Sunday
from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Nuru ya Injili, only at Faraja TV.
What's happening?
It's showtime!
Oh, okay, let's go. This is
Gospel Link Up.
kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 7 kila Jumapili at Faraja TV with me, The Ramses, alongside
DJ XDs.
Alright, hii ni kosa kukosa wewe.
Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Well, what is lifestyle? To me, lifestyle is the people, it's entertainment, it's food, it's beauty, it's fashion, it's music, and it's art. So how do you get to deal with these big topics that are affecting our society? Well, worry no more, because I, Sharon Gige, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m, I'll be bringing you amazing guests, and they'll be able to give us solutions on how to handle these big and disturbing topics at Faraja TV Kenya and all our social media platforms. Thank you.
Yo, welcome guys to the biggest and most exciting show in the 254, where we bring you exciting topics, great music, your favorite artists, and good times.
Join us each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Faraja Mashup. It's your boy Big Man Kyuga.
And your boy Big Willie, aka the Big Kahuna.
Kwa majina ni John Mragori, ninaokuletea program ya uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu, na programu yetu ya kujia mnamo siku ya kila Jumapili saa 1:30 katika runinga yetu ya Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Karibu sana, karibu pamoja, tushirikiane katika uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu. Karibuni na mbarikiwe sana. God bless you. God see you through.
Welcome to the greatest sporting show in the 254. That is the Sports Blast show on Faraja TV, where we'll be bringing you all the discussion and all updates according to sports and sports events.
And of course, we look forward to engaging and interacting with you on our various platforms,
which are on Faraja TV Kenya at Facebook, Faraja TV Media at YouTube, and our SMS line 0703 339959, and our various competitions and events of the sporting sphere.
Remember to catch us live each and every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 5 p.m, whereby I'll be joined by 3 great co-hosts, your boy Big Man Kyuga,
and of course, Mickey Omchambuli,
and Lefty Jizitisa Mgongoni.
One final lung-busting stride for Kipchoge.
So don't miss out on Sport Buzz.
Ujambo mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu ndani ya Fahamu Siasa na Wanasiasa. Hapa tutakuwa tunaangazia masuala ya katiba, uchumi na teknolojia. Vile vile utaweza kufahamu na kujua kazi ya mjumbe wako, seneta wako, MCA wako kila siku ya Jumatatu na Alhamisi kuanzia mida ya saa 3 hadi saa 5. Ukiletewa nami Peter Mohoro. Usikose kutazama Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Siku na mchana nakupa sifa, day and night, Lord.
Indeed, tunakupa sifa zote ni kwako ewe Mungu. This is Nuru ya Injili Gospel Show, ambapo tutakuwa tunawaletea amazing guests, amazing artists, inspired ministers of the word.
And we shall be having interesting conversations. It shall be hot, it shall be fire, it shall be rejuvenating right here at Nuru ya Injili.
Of course, hii si ya kukosa. Kutakuwa na mixes kali, new song, new bangers, na hii mtazamaji wetu utapenda. Kutakuwa na a lot of fun yenye wewe mwenyewe huwezi miss.
I will be your host, Jack Favor.
And I, your co-host, Caroline Jerry, alongside DJ Tish.
Every Sunday
from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Nuru ya Injili only at Faraja TV.
What's happening?
It's showtime!
Oh, okay, let's go. This is
Gospel Link Up.
kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 7 kila Jumapili at Faraja TV with me, the Ramses, alongside
DJ XDs.
Alright, hii ni kosa kukosa wewe.
Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Well, what is lifestyle? To me, lifestyle is the people, it's entertainment, it's food, it's beauty, it's fashion, it's music, and it's art. So how do you get to deal with these big topics that are affecting our society? Well, worry no more, because I, Sharon Gige, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m., I'll be bringing you amazing guests, and they'll be able to give us solutions on how to handle these big and disturbing topics at Faraja TV Kenya and all our social media platforms. Thank you.
Yo, welcome guys to the biggest and most exciting show in the 254, where we bring you exciting topics, great music, your favorite artists, and good times.
Join us each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Faraja Mashup. It's your boy Big Man Kuga.
And your boy Big Willie, aka the Big Kahuna.
Kwa majina ni John Mragori, ninaokuletea program ya uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu, na programu yetu ya kujia mnamo siku ya kila Jumapili saa 1:30 katika runinga yetu ya Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Karibu sana, karibu pamoja, tushirikiane katika uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu. Karibuni na mbarikiwe sana. God bless you. God see you through.
Welcome to the greatest sporting show in the 254. That is the Sports Blast show on Faraja TV, where we'll be bringing you all the discussion and all updates according to sports and sports events.
And of course, we look forward to engaging and interacting with you on our various platforms,
which are on Faraja TV Kenya at Facebook, Faraja TV Media at YouTube, and our SMS line 0703 339959, and our various competitions and events of the sporting sphere.
Remember to catch us live each and every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 5 p.m. whereby I'll be joined by 3 great co-hosts, your boy Big Man Kuga,
and of course, Mickey Omchambuliv,
and Lefty Jizitisa Mgongoni.
One final lung-busting stride for Kipchoge.
So don't miss out on Sport Buzz.
Ujambo mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu ndani ya Fahamu Siasa na Wanasiasa. Hapa tutakuwa tunaangazia masuala ya katiba, uchumi na teknolojia. Vile vile utaweza kufahamu na kujua kazi ya mjumbe wako, seneta wako, MCA wako kila siku ya Jumatatu na Alhamisi kuanzia mida ya saa 3 hadi saa 5. Ukiletewa nami Peter Mohoro. Usikose kutazama Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Siku na mchana nakupa sifa, day and night Lord.
Indeed, tunakupa sifa zote ni kwako ewe Mungu. This is Nuru ya Injili Gospel Show, ambapo tutakuwa tunawaletea amazing guests, amazing artists, inspired ministers of the word.
And we shall be having interesting conversations. It shall be hot, it shall be fire, it shall be rejuvenating right here at Nuru ya Injili.
Of course, hii si ya kukosa. Kutakuwa na mixes kali, new song, new bangers, na hii mtazamaji wetu utapenda. Kutakuwa na a lot of fun yenye wewe mwenyewe huwezi miss.
I will be your host, Jack Favor.
And I, your co-host, Caroline Jerry, alongside DJ Tish.
Every Sunday
from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Nuru ya Injili, only at Faraja TV.
What's happening?
It's showtime!
Oh, okay, let's go. This is
Gospel Link Up.
kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 7 kila Jumapili at Faraja TV with me, The Ramtes, alongside
DJ XDs.
Alright, hii ni kosa kukosa wewe.
Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Well, what is lifestyle? To me, lifestyle is the people, it's entertainment, it's food, it's beauty, it's fashion, it's music, and it's art. So how do you get to deal with these big topics that are affecting our society? Well, worry no more, because I, Sharon Gige, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m, I'll be bringing you amazing guests, and they'll be able to give us solutions on how to handle these big and disturbing topics at Faraja TV Kenya and all our social media platforms. Thank you.
Yo, welcome guys to the biggest and most exciting show in the 254, where we bring you exciting topics, great music, your favorite artists, and good times.
Join us each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Faraja Mashup. It's your boy Big Man Kyuga.
And your boy Big Willie, aka the Big Kahuna.
Kwa majina ni John Mragori, ninakuletea program ya uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu, na programu yetu ya kujia mnamo siku ya kila Jumapili saa 1:30 katika runinga yetu ya Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Karibu sana, karibu pamoja, tushirikiane katika uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu. Karibuni na mbarikiwe sana. God bless you. God see you.
Welcome to the greatest sporting show in the 254. That is the Sports Blast show on Faraja TV, where we'll be bringing you all the discussion and all updates according to sports and sports events.
And of course, we look forward to engaging and interacting with you on our various platforms,
which are on Faraja TV Kenya at Facebook, Faraja TV Media at YouTube, and our SMS line 0703 339959, and our various competitions and events of the sporting sphere.
Remember to catch us live each and every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 5 p.m. whereby I'll be joined by 3 great co-hosts, your boy Big Man Kyuga,
and of course, Mickey Omchambulis,
and Lefty Jizitisa Mgongoni.
One final lung-busting stride for Kipchoge.
So don't miss out on Sport Buzz.
Ujambo mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu ndani ya Fahamu Siasa na Wanasiasa. Hapa tutakuwa tunaangazia masuala ya katiba, uchumi na teknolojia. Vile vile utaweza kufahamu na kujua kazi ya mjumbe wako, seneta wako, MCA wako kila siku ya Jumatatu na Alhamisi kuanzia mida ya saa 3 hadi saa 5. Ukiletewa nami Peter Mohoro. Usikose kutazama Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Siku na mchana nakupa sifa, day and night Lord.
Indeed, tunakupa sifa zote ni kwako ewe Mungu. This is Nuru ya Injili Gospel Show, ambapo tutakuwa tunawaletea amazing guests, amazing artists, inspired ministers of the word.
And we shall be having interesting conversations. It shall be hot, it shall be fire, it shall be rejuvenating right here at Nuru ya Injili.
Of course, hii si ya kukosa. Kutakuwa na mixes kali, new song, new bangers, na hii mtazamaji wetu utapenda. Kutakuwa na a lot of fun yenyewe mwenyewe huwezi miss.
I will be your host, Jack Favor.
And I, your co-host, Caroline Jerry, alongside DJ Tish.
Every Sunday
from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Nuru ya Injili, only at Faraja TV.
What's happening?
It's showtime!
Oh, okay, let's go. This is
Gospel Link Up.
kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 7 kila Jumapili at Faraja TV with me, the Ramses, alongside
DJ XDs.
Alright, hii ni kosa kukosa wewe.
Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Well, What is lifestyle? To me, lifestyle is the people, it's entertainment, it's food, it's beauty, it's fashion, it's music, and it's art. So how do you get to deal with these big topics that are affecting our society? Well, worry no more, because I, Sharon Gige, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m., I'll be bringing you amazing guests, and they'll be able to give us solutions on how to handle these big and disturbing topics at Faraja TV Kenya and all our social media platforms. Thank you.
Yo, welcome guys to the biggest and most exciting show in the 254, where we bring you exciting topics, great music, your favorite artists, and good times.
Join us each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Faraja Mashup. It's your boy Big Man Kyuga.
And your boy Big Willie, aka the Big Kahuna.
Kwa majina ni John Mragori, ninaokuletea program ya uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu, na programu yetu ya kujia mnamo siku ya kila Jumapili saa 1:30 katika runinga yetu ya Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Karibu sana, karibu pamoja, tushirikiane katika uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu. Karibuni na mbarikiwe sana. God bless you. God see you through.
Welcome to the greatest sporting show in the 254. That is the Sports Blast show on Faraja TV, where we'll be bringing you all the discussion and all updates according to sports and sports events.
And of course, we look forward to engaging and interacting with you on our various platforms,
which are on Faraja TV Kenya at Facebook, Faraja TV Media at YouTube, and our SMS line 0703 339959, and our various competitions and events of the sporting sphere.
Remember to catch us live each and every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 5 p.m. whereby I'll be joined by 3 great co-hosts, your boy Big Man Kyuga,
and of course, Mickey Omchambuliz,
and Lefty Jizitisa Mgongoni.
One final lung-busting stride for Kipchoge.
So don't miss out on Sports Buzz.
Ujambo mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu ndani ya Fahamu Siasa na Wanasiasa. Hapa tutakuwa tunaangazia masuala ya katiba, uchumi na teknolojia. Vile vile utaweza kufahamu na kujua kazi ya mjumbe wako, seneta wako, MCA wako kila siku ya Jumatatu na Alhamisi kuanzia mida ya saa 3 hadi saa 5. Ukiletewa nami Peter Mohoro. Usikose kutazama Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Siku na mchana nakupa sifa, day and night Lord.
Indeed, tunakupa sifa zote ni kwako ewe Mungu. This is Nuru ya Injili Gospel Show, ambapo tutakuwa tunawaletea amazing guests, amazing artists, inspired ministers of the world.
And we shall be having interesting conversations. It shall be hot, it shall be fire, it shall be rejuvenating right here at Nuru ya Injili.
Of course, hii si ya kukosa. Kutakuwa na mixes kali, new song, new bangers, na hii mtazamaji wetu utapenda. Kutakuwa na a lot of fun yenye wewe mwenyewe huwezi miss.
I will be your host, Jack Favor.
And I, your co-host, Caroline Jerry. alongside DJ Tish
every Sunday
from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Nuru ya Injili only at Faraja TV.
What's happening?
It's showtime!
Oh, okay, let's go. This is
Gospel Link Up.
kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 7 kila Jumapili at Faraja TV with me, the Ramses, alongside
DJ XDs.
Alright, hii ni kosa kukosa wewe.
Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Well, what is lifestyle? To me, lifestyle is the people, it's entertainment, it's food, it's beauty, it's fashion, it's music, and it's art. So how do you get to deal with these big topics that are affecting our society? Well, worry no more, because I, Sharon Gige, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m, I'll be bringing you amazing guests, and they'll be able to give us solutions on how to handle these big and disturbing topics at Faraja TV Kenya and all our social media platforms. Thank you.
Yo, welcome guys to the biggest and most exciting show in the 254, where we bring you exciting topics, great music, your favorite artists, and good times.
Join us each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Faraja Mashup. It's your boy Big Man Kyuga.
And your boy Big Willie, aka the Big Kahuna.
Kwa majina ni John Mragori, ninaokuletea program ya uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu, na programu yetu ya kujia mnamo siku ya kila Jumapili saa 1:30 katika runinga yetu ya Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Karibu sana, karibu pamoja, tushirikiane katika uzima wa kiroho na nidhamu. Karibuni na mbarikiwe sana. God bless you. God see you.
Welcome to the greatest sporting show in the 254. That is the Sports Blast show on Faraja TV, where we'll be bringing you all the discussion and all updates according to sports and sports events.
And of course, we look forward to engaging and interacting with you on our various platforms,
which are on Faraja TV Kenya at Facebook, Faraja TV Media at YouTube, and our SMS line 0703 339959, and our various competitions and events of the sporting sphere.
Remember to catch us live each and every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 5 p.m, whereby I'll be joined by 3 great co-hosts, your boy Big Man Kyuga,
and of course, Mickey Omchambulis,
and Lefty Jizitisa Mgongoni.
One final lung-busting stride for Kipchoge.
So don't miss out on Sport Buzz.
Hujambo mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu ndani ya Fahamu Siasa na Wanasiasa. Hapa tutakuwa tunaangazia masuala ya katiba, uchumi na teknolojia. Vile vile utaweza kufahamu na kujua kazi ya mjumbe wako, seneta wako, MCA wako kila siku ya Jumatatu na Alhamisi kuanzia mida ya saa 3 hadi saa 5. Ukiletewa nami Peter Mohoro. Usikose kutazama Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Siku na mchana nakupa sifa, day and night Lord.
Indeed, tunakupa sifa zote ni kwako ewe Mungu. This is Nuru ya Injili Gospel Show, ambapo tutakuwa tunawaletea amazing guests, amazing artists, inspired ministers of the word.
And we shall be having interesting conversations. It shall be hot, it shall be fire, it shall be rejuvenating right here at Nuru ya Injili.
Of course, hii si ya kukosa. Kutakuwa na mixes kali, new song, new bangers, na hii mtazamaji wetu utapenda. Kutakuwa na a lot of fun yenye wewe mwenyewe huwezi miss.
I will be your host, Jack Favor.
And I, your co-host, Caroline Jerry, alongside DJ Tish.
Every Sunday
from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Nuru ya Injili, only at Faraja TV.
What's happening?
It's showtime!
Oh, okay, let's go. This is
Gospel Link Up.
kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 7 kila Jumapili at Faraja TV with me, the Ramtes, alongside
DJ XDs.
Alright, hii ni kosa kukosa wewe.
Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha. Faraja TV, chemichemi ya furaha.
Well, what is lifestyle? To me, lifestyle is the people, it's entertainment.